me that we were asking Eli this question, but now we're asking you this question. How would you feel if the Giants used their first-round pick on a quarterback, and have they looped you in at all to the possibility that they might do that and, bring in a challenger for your job?
Yeah, I mean, my focus is what I'm doing here with my rehab. Kind of the same thing with Saquon. It's the nature of our business. It's a competitive league, so the best way to handle that, I think, is to focus on what I'm doing, focus on myself, and making sure that I'm, one, healthy, and then ready to play good football.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most polarizing quarterback in the NFL. No, it is not Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. No, it's not Aaron Rodgers or Zach Wilson or Justin Fields or Russell Wilson no. It is Daniel Jones, quarterback of the New York Giants, who got a 4-year, $160 million deal at the end of the 2022 season. Really a 2-year deal. And he's polarizing to the Giant fan base. There's a whole side that loves him to death, to ride or die behind him. And there's a side that absolutely despises him since the moment he was drafted. Now, I used to be a huge supporter of Daniel Jones. I thought he was going to be really good. I saw a lot of potential in him. Still do. I see a lot of potential. If you give him the right playbook, right offensive line, right weapons, he can make stuff happen like he was doing in 2022. Turn water into wine. He was doing things on his own with what he had. Showed toughness, showed grit. I can never say that about Daniel. I know take that away from him. Tough guy. But you look at this interview and he just looks lost. Looks like Adam Gase. But look at him. Come on. Really? This is a franchise quarterback? Looks like Adam Gase. Both of them look like absolute, clowns. Deer in headlights. It's so monotone. It's so dull. And going by last year, it is absolutely atrocious to be paying Daniel Jones what he got paid after the season he had last year. I know he got injured, but he played for a good 6 to 8 games or so. And those are the worst games I've ever seen in my life in football. This guy only had 2 touchdowns against the Arizona Cardinals, who sucked. They had a horrible defense whole season, rebuilding, got a brand new coach. Kyler Murray wasn't even playing that game. And it was during a half. It was during the second half. You didn't even do anything for the first half. This is who you're paying $40 million. Come on. See, it's embarrassing to be a fan of Daniel Jones after that. It's embarrassing. You have Darren Waller. You had Wan'Dale Robinson. You had Jalen Hyatt. You still have Darius Slayton. You had Saquon Barkley. It was a second year in Brian Daboll's system, and absolutely nothing. Upwards the offensive line as well. Should have been better, and absolutely nothing. People still defending him. I can't defend him anymore. Okay, I just can't. Last year was atrocious. And even more so because when Tyrod Taylor and Tommy DeVito stepped in for his role, all of a sudden, I didn't want to do this before, but the offensive line sack numbers went down for both of them. Tyrod Taylor's throwing the ball deep. Plays are being made. Jalen Hyatt's catching the ball. Darren Waller's catching the ball. People are getting involved. The offense is flowing. With Daniel Jones, it went back to the same thing. Sack numbers go up. He's holding the ball for too long. I get it. He is shell-shocked. When it comes to Daniel Jones, his rookie year was amazing. Should have never gotten rid of Pat Shurmur the year after. That's like you drafting Patrick Mahomes, and after the year he started, right, he got 50 touchdowns that year, you get rid of Andy Reid the next year. What are you doing? Why would you get rid of Pat Shurmur? Because now you bring in Jason Garrett, who got fired from Dallas for a reason, then he gets fired from here. He sucks. He's going to play with Daniel. You're going to put Daniel Jones in a system that... But Jason Garrett's not even an offensive guy. He never called any plays. And because of that, I mean, they ruined him. Dave Gettleman ruined Daniel Jones. He's shell-shocked. He holds on the ball too long now. He doesn't throw the ball deep anymore. Doesn't want to take shots anymore. That is a damaged, shell-shocked quarterback. You have to get a new quarterback now. It is over with all these fans that keep saying, that keep defending him. You got to give him... You gave him Darren Waller, Jalen Hyatt, an upgrade line. You gave him so many upgrades this year. We were supposed to come in and win 40-0 against Dallas week 1. That was honestly the hype train. That was the expectation for the Giants coming in. But no, we were the team that got 40-0. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing. You're the quarterback. That's embarrassing. That cannot happen. You cannot get paid that much and be abysmal and then still expect fans to still have your back and still expect to play. That's abysmal. And I know Joe Schoen, all of them still saying that we believe in Daniel Jones. No, it's over. Joe Schoen, there's rumor that came out recently now, within the last week, that the two teams that are very aggressive in trading up are the Vikings and the New York Football Giants. What does this tell me? It's pretty obvious. They want a quarterback. They're going to go with New England Patriots, right? That's the only team. Maybe the Cardinals. You should have not won those games. That's all I'm telling you. Right? You won those meaningless games with Tyrod Taylor and Tommy DeVito, but whatever. Now you want to trade up and get Drake May, who's probably going to fall in the third or fourth hole. And that's going to be your guy. He's still going to sit behind a year. He's still a project. Right? So Daniel Jones is still going to start. But by no means is Daniel Jones going to be the future anymore. It is done. It is dead now. 6-7 years. It is done. The New York Giants must move on. And if Joe Schoen does not do it, the next general manager will do it. And that's just straight facts. You have to stop defending this guy, Daniel Jones. It's over. You gave him $40 million after that. He had a great season 2022. I was very proud of him, happy of him. Tough guy, grinded out. But 2023 was an abomination. That was horrible. Horrible. A quarterback cannot... If your third string quarterback comes in and plays better than you, that is just... There's no words for this. You can't defend that. That's just horrible. And this would have upgraded team. Yeah, the stack numbers went up. It went up like crazy. But you got to do something different. Okay, you just got to do something different. You got to try something. The scheme has to change, but Daniel Jones can't. He cannot be the quarterback of the future anymore. Especially after two major neck injuries. Two major neck injuries. And now he tore his ACL. And the one strength about Daniel Jones was his ability to run out of the pocket. Scramble out of the pocket and then run. That was his one strength. And now he got ACL surgery. How long are you going to keep doing this? Joe Schoen's smarter than this. Joe Schoen, you are smarter than this. This is why he's going to trade up. Well, he can't be that smart if he didn't lose those games. Should have lost those games. I'm never going to get over that. You have to lose those games. Against the Packers. Who will win against? Jets. All those meaningless teams. The Eagles. I don't care. Because if you want to win, you got to get a high draft pick. You got to get your quarterback. If you see what C.J. Stroud has done for the Houston Texans, that is all the evidence you need. I know they went out. They already had Nico Collins. I know they went out and got Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Tank Dell, sorry. But he turned that team around. Starts the quarterback. Giants have to get a new quarterback. So this upcoming draft, I hope and I expect for a new quarterback. Most likely, if you're trading up, what does this tell me? You're looking at Drake May. You're looking at one of the top prospects. Either Jaden Daniels. Can't get Caleb Williams. He's going first. We all know that. It's looking at Drake May. Or possibly Michael Penix, because they took out Michael Penix to lunch. Right, they had, I think, dinner, I think. So, I don't care if Evan Neal's right guard, right tackle, and, he's going to be blocking the blind side. You must get a quarterback. Regardless, he will be your future. You must do it. No more of the fans taking sides on Daniel Jones. No more defending Daniel Jones. It must happen. The New York Giants have been a laughingstock with Daniel Jones. And the amount of people defending him, the amount of people not. It's just, I can't do this anymore with the defending stuff. Going back and forth with the fan base, I can't do it anymore. New York Giants must get a new quarterback this draft. They must. So I'll be looking forward to this draft real closely. I think everyone is. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to hear about Marvin Harrison Jr., Roma Dunze, and Malik Nabers, even though I like these players. It must be a quarterback. You have to sacrifice these good wide receivers for a better quarterback prospect. Quarterback next year is not looking good. You can always get a good wide receiver. Trade for Brandon Ayuk. I don't care. Make it happen. You can always get a good wide receiver. But a quarterback, there's only 32 of them that are starters. So, with that being said, take care. I'm out. Let me know your thoughts.